Hey socialites, welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm Ariel. I do mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if those are the type of videos you enjoy, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and come join the family. So in today's video, I'll be testing out quite a few new products, you guys. Not sure how I feel about them ultimately, so we shall see. Let's just jump right into the tutorial. Primer today, I'm going to use the primer that launched with the foundation, and this is the Easy Blur primer from Huda Beauty that comes in almost like the same packaging, and it's another sort of squeeze tube. It's called Easy Blur Primer. It's silicone free and smoothing, and it does have somewhat of a pink tint to it. Primer feels really creamy and smooth. So this is without the primer and with the primer. So I'm noticing that it does sort of blur the skin and it does fill in the pores as well. Okay, socialites, so this is the outer cardboard packaging, and the foundation does come in this sort of hard plastic squeeze tube. So the shade that I picked up is 440G Cinnamon, and I wear cinnamon in her other foundation, so I felt like it would be the closest match. The foundation does come in 29 shades, and I do feel like they have a shade for everybody. On the website, they do recommend that you use the Huda Beauty foundation brush, which is sort of like a dome-shaped brush similar to this but smaller. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Real Techniques 260 brush because I don't have the Huda Beauty one. I don't even think they sell the Huda Beauty brush on Sephora. You might have to get it on Huda's website. Now this formula is supposed to deliver a natural finish, medium buildable coverage, which it is medium because I can still see my skin and a little bit of pigmentation through the product as well. But we'll try to see if we can build it up too. So I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more. I think the color works too. I noticed that it slightly oxidizes because this is how it comes out. And by the way, this consistency is like a medium consistency because it is running, but it's a slow run. So let's go back a little bit in the areas that we need the coverage. Yeah, it definitely oxidizes a little bit. So the shade that comes out, it's gonna get just a little darker. So you can build this up to almost full coverage. You can get quite a bit of coverage out of this. And it is lightweight. It's a thin, lightweight product. I really wanted to use the Huda Beauty concealer on this video because it's actually one of my favorites. It's in like my top 3 favorite concealers. Really great concealer. But when I was in the airport, y'all, they had a MAC in there, and I was able to pick up MAC's new concealer that just came out. So this is what it's looking like. It's definitely giving natural for sure. So let's try out the new MAC Studio Radiance concealer. It's 24-hour luminous lift concealer. Now this should be interesting. I don't know about a luminous finish, but we'll see how this goes. I think this may be a reformulation. I think that's what the lady told me at the store. This packaging is really nice, by the way. And I did pick up the shade NC45. So it has a large doe foot applicator, which I do prefer a larger applicator. So Sephora Collection recently launched a new angled sponge. So let's try this out. The concealer is quite golden. I usually prefer like a neutral shade in my under eye concealers, but I don't have too many that are this golden anymore. I think it fits within my collection, something different, a different shade. For cream contour, we're going to use the Huda Beauty Tan Tour Contour Cream. This one's in the shade Medium, one of my absolute favorite cream contour products. So Makeup by Mario has launched some new powders in 7 shades and had a couple of honey shades, and I picked the lighter of the two, and this one is in warm honey. So I'm going to take the same sponge This powder seems to be on the matte side. It could be these darker colors that I'm not used to that's making it seem that way, because I'm used to using much lighter powders and even concealer under eye. Using my Sephora Micro Smooth powder, I'm just gonna lightly set where the loose powder didn't touch. And using a darker shade in my Sephora Micro Smooth powder, I'm gonna use this one to bronze the skin. So I recently picked up Haus Labs' new felt tip liner, and it's in black. It's the Clear Cut Liquid Eyeliner. It's really bold and super easy to use. What do y'all think about the powder? I just feel like it looks sort of dry. It could be the shade that's making it look like that. Let's put some color on the cheeks. I may end up trying to exchange this honey shade for like a translucent shade or something a little bit more brightening. So this is the Fenty Gloss Bomb Stick in Is It Fussy? I think it's a nice shade. I don't like it with this makeup look though. Something about the color of the lip and the shade that's on the eye is just not working for me. Limitless Brown from Makeup Forever. Sephora Collection number 21. Skin by Kim Gloss. This one is in 04. Okay, y'all, I do feel like the powder is really matte and it sort of took away from the natural finish of the foundation. But comment down below and let me know what you guys think. 'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love. 'Cause too fresh with the scars. Well, I don't have the answers.